When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won.
That will be ere the set of sun.
Where the place?
Upon the heath.
There to meet with Macbeth.
Fair is foul.
And foul is fair.
Hover through the fog and filthy air.
Who comes here?
Worthy Thane of Ross.
Whence camest thou, worthy Thane?
From Fife, great king. Norway himself with terrible numbers, assisted by the most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict. So that below his bridegroom, brave Macbeth, unseamed him from the knave to the chops, and to conclude, the victory fell to us.
No more that Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our bosom interest. Go pronounce his present death, and with his former title, great Macbeth.
See it done.
What he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
Where hast thou been, sister?
Killing swine.
Sister, where thou?
A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and munched and munched and munched. Give me, quoth I. Aroint thee, witch, the rump-fed Runyon cries. Her husband's to Aleppo gone, master of the tiger.
I'll give thee a wind.
Thou art kind.
And I another!
I myself have all the other. Weary 7 nights 9 times 9, shall he dwindle, peak and pine. Though his bark cannot be lost, yet it shall be tempest tossed.
Thrice to thine,
And thrice to mine.
and thrice again to make up 9.
Peace, the charm's wound up.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
What are these that look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on?
Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail, Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis.
All hail Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
All hail Macbeth, who shall be king hereafter!
He can look into the seeds of time, say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me.
Hail,
Hail.
Hail!
lesser than Macbeth, and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none.
So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail.
I know I am Thane of Glamis, but half Cawdor. The Thane of Cawdor lives a prosperous gentleman, and to be king stands not within the prospect of belief.
Worse is things here to speak about, or have we eaten on the insaner that takes reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
The king happily received, Macbeth, the news of thy success, and for an earnest of great honor, he bade me, from him, call thee Thane of Cawdor.
Glamis and Thane of Cawdor, the greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do you not hope your children shall be kings?
It is strange, yet oftentimes, to win us to our harm, the instruments of darkness tell us truths, to win us with honest traitors, to betray us in deepest consequence.
If chance will have me king, why chance may crown me without my stir. Till then, enough.
They met me in a day of success, and have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burnt in desire to question them further, they vanished. This have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. Glamis thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet I do fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. What thou wouldst highly, that wouldst thou holily. Wouldst not play false, and yet wouldst wrongly win. hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear and have thee crowned. Great Glamis, worthy Cawdor, greater than both by the all-hail hereafter, thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in the instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Oh, never shall sun that morrow see.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favor ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle hath a pleasant seat.
The air is delicate.
See, our honored hostess. Where's the Thane of Cawdor? Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
All our service we're poor to contend against those honors deep and broad, wherewith your majesty loads our house, and your majesty
He doth be mine host. We love him highly and shall continue our graces towards him.
If it were done when 'tis done, and 'twere well it were done quickly. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed. Then, as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other. How now? What news?
He is almost out. Why have you left the chamber?
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have got golden opinions from all sorts of people, which should be worn now in our newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since, and wakes it now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time such I count thy love. Art thou afeard?
Prithee, peace! I dare do all that may become a man.
I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail?
We fail? But screw your courage to this sticking place and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, his 2 chamberlains will I with wine so convince that memory shall be a fume.
Will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy 2 of his own chamber and used their very daggers that they have done?
Who dares receive it other?
I am settled. Away, and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide with the false heart that's known. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle towards my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell. Summons thee to heaven or to hell. I have done the deed. Methought I heard a voice cry, "Sleep no more." Macbeth does murder sleep.
Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go, carry them and smear the sleepy grooms with blood.
I will go no more. I am afraid to think what I've done. Look on it again, I dare not.
Infirm of purpose. Give me the daggers.
Whence is that knocking? Every noise appalls me. What hands are here? Will all great Neptune's oceans wash this blood clean from my hands? No. This my hand will weather the multitudinous seas in Carnadine, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color, but I shame to wear a heart so white. You're knocking at the south entry. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed.
Wake Duncan with thy knocking. I would thou couldest.
Here's a knocking indeed. If man were porter of Hellgate, he should have old turning the key. Knock, knock. Who's there? What are you? This place is too cold for hell. I'll devil porter it no further. Anon, anon. I pray you, remember the porter.
Is thy master stirring? Knocking has awakened him. Here he comes. Is the king stirring, worthy Vane?
Not yet.
I'll make so bold to call.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
Oh, horror, horror, horror! What sacrilegious murder hath broke up the Lord's anointed temple and stole that still life of the building? Do not bid me speak. See, and then speak yourselves. Awake, awake! Murder and treason, Banquo and Malcolm! Awake, awake! Oh, Banquo, Banquo, our royal master's murdered.
What? In our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Dear Duff, I pray thee contradict thyself and say it is not so.
What is amiss?
You are, and do not know it.
Your royal father's murdered.
Oh, by whom?
Those of his chambers seem to have done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood. So are their daggers, which we found upon their pillows. They stared, were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, temperate, and furious, loyal, and neutral in a moment? No man.
That question's most bloody piece of work. To know it further.
Well contented.
Murder shaft that shot hath not lighted, and my safest way is to avoid the end. I'll to England.
Thou hast it now, King, Cawdor, Gloms, all. As the weird woman promised, and I fear thou playest most foully fort. Yet it was said it should not stand in thy posterity, but that myself shall be the root and father of many kings. But hush, no more.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence. Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my good lord.
Goes Fleance with you?
Aye, my good lord, our time does call upon us.
Fail not our feast. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears and Banquo stick deep. He chid the sisters, and then prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. If it be so, for Banquo's issue, have I the gracious Duncan murdered. Who's there?
I am one, my liege, whom vile blows the buffets of the world have so incensed that I'm reckless what I might do to spite the world.
And I another, so weary with disasters tugged with fortune, that I would set my life on any chance to mend it or be rid of it.
Both of you know Banquo was your enemy. So is he mine. It must be done tonight. Fleance, his son, his absence is no less material to me than his father's.
We are resolved, my lord.
How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone?
Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou know'st that Banquo and his Fleance lives.
But in them, nature's copies, not in turn.
There's comfort yet.
They are assailable.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed. So prithee, go with me.
But who did bid thee join with us?
Macbeth.
Then stand with us.
Hark! I hear horses.
His horses go about.
Almost a mile, but he does usually. So all men do. From hence to the palace gates, make it their walk.
It will be rain tonight.
Let it come down!
Oh, treachery! Fly, good fleance! Fly! 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 No! It's
The sun is fled.
We have lost the best half of our affair.
Well, let's away and say how much is done.
At first and last, the hearty welcome. Here had we now our country's honor, roofed, were the graced person of our Banquo present.
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise.
Be large in mirth, and now we'll drink and measure the table round. There's blood upon thy face.
'Tis Banquo's then.
Dispatched.
His throat is cut, that I did for him. But your most royal sir, Fleance escaped.
Then comes my fit again. I had else been perfect. Get thee gone.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer.
May it please your highness sit?
The table's full.
Here's a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord.
Which of you have done this?
What, my good lord?
Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake that gory locks at me.
His highness is not well.
Sit, worthy friend, my lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. Pray you keep seat. The fit is momentary. Upon a thought, he will again be well. Why do you make such faces? When all is done, you look but on a stool.
Prithee see here. Behold. Look. Lo, how say you? I would care I, if thou canst not, speak to.
What? Quite unmanned and folly.
If I stand here, I saw him. Do not muse in me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those who know me. Give me some wine, fill full. I drink to our friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would he were here.
Our duties?
And the pledge.
Wanted quit my sight, let the earth hide thee. Hence, horrible shadow, unreal mockery, hence! So being gone, I am a man again. Pray you sit still.
My lord.
I pray you speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question reaches him. At once. Good night.
Good night. Better help attend his majesty.
It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. How sayest thou that Macduff denies his person at a great bidding?
Did you send him, sir?
I hear it by the way, but I will send. I will tomorrow to the Weird Sisters. What shall they speak? I am in blood stepped in so far that should I wade no more, returning were as tedious as gore.
You lack the season of all natures. Sleep.
Come, we'll to sleep. We are yet but young indeed.
Double, double.
Toil and trouble,
Fire burn.
and cauldron bubble.
By the pricking of my thumbs.
Something wicked this way comes.
Open locks.
Whoever knocks.
How now, you secret midnight hags? What is you do?
Speak.
Demands.
We'll answer.
Tell me, thou unknown power.
He knows thy thought. Hear his speech. Say thou not.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Beware Macduff, beware the Thane of Life.
For thy good caution, thanks.
Be bloody, bold, and resolute, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff.
What need I fear of thee? But yet I'll make assurance double sure.
Macbeth shall ever vanquish thee, till great Bernwood to high Duncan nails shall come against thee.
That will never be. Tell me, if thou art can tell so much, will Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
Saw you the Weird Sisters?
No, my lord.
Came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Infected be they are on their ride.
My lord, Macduff has fled to England.
Fled to England?
Aye, my lord.
Time. Thou anticipates my dread exploits. The castle of Macduff I will surprise. Seize upon Fife. Give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line.
I think there would be hands uplifted in my right, and here, from gracious England have I offered of goodly thousand. For all this, and I shall tread upon the tyrant's head. My poor country shall have more vice than I had before. By him I shall succeed.
Not in the legions. Of horrid hell can come a devil more damned and evils to taunt Macbeth.
I grant bloody, false, malicious, smacking every sin that has a name. But there's no bottom. In my voluptuousness, were I king, I should forge quarrels unjust against the good Lord, destroying them for wealth. Better Macbeth than such a one to reign.
All these are portable with other graces weighed.
But I have none. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of Concord into hell. If such a one be fit to govern, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern, no, not to live. These evils thou repeatest upon thyself hath banished me from Scotland. O my breast, thy hope ends here.
Macduff, this noble passion hath formed my soul empty scruples. For now I unspeak my no detraction, and never was sworn. Scarcely have covered what was mine own, and no to unbroke my faith and delight. No less in truth than life, my first false speaking was this upon myself. What I am truly is thine, and my poor country's to command. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once. 'Tis hard to reconcile. My countrymen, stand Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself.
How does my wife?
Why, well,
And all my children?
well, too.
The tyrant is not battered at their peace.
No, they were well at peace when I did leave them.
How goes it?
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever, which shall possess them with the heaviest sound that ever yet they heard. Your castle, surprise, your wife, babes, savagely slaughtered.
Merciful heaven!
My children too?
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
Then I must be from thence. My wife killed too.
I have said.
Be comforted. Let's make us medicine of her great revenge to cure this deadly.
He has no children. All my pretty ones. Did you say all? Oh, Hellkite, all?
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so, but I must also feel it as a man.
Come go we to the king. Our power is ready. Receive what cheer you may. The night is long that never finds the day.
Since His Majesty has gone on to the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, and then afterwards seal it, and then return to bed. And all this while in a most deep sleep.
In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking and any other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report after her. Lo, you, here she comes.
You see her eyes are open.
Aye, but their suns are shut.
What is it she does now? Look at how she rubs her hands.
It is an accustomed action with her, to seem thus washing her hands, I've known her to continue this in a quarter of an hour.
Yet here's a spot.
Hark, she speaks.
Out, damn spot, out, I say. 1, 2, why then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier and a beard, what need we fear? Yet who would have thought the old man had so much blood in him? What, will these hands never be clean? Here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. There's to bed, to bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come, 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 give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed, to bed.
Will she now go to bed?
Directly.
More need she, the divine than the physician. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So, good night.
What is this before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a battle and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shout out the host and make discovered air and
It shall be done.
No more reports. Let them fly off. Till Burnham would you remove to Dunsinane, I cannot tame with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No one that's born of woman shall e'er have power upon thee. What was that noise?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
Gracious my lord, I should report that which I say I saw, but know not how to do it.
Well, say, sir.
As I stand my watch upon the hill, I look towards Burnham. Anon methought the wood began to move.
Liar!
Let me endure your wrath, if it not be so.
Fear not. Toward Burnham would come to Dunsinane, and now wood comes toward Dunsinane. What's he that was not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear, or none. Arm! Arm and out!
Turn, hellhound, turn.
Thou losest labor. I bear a charmed life which was not yield of one of woman born.
Spare thy charm. Macduff was from his mother's womb, untimely ripped.
I'll not fight with thee.
Then yield, thee coward.
I will not yield. Lay on, Macduff, and damn be him that first cries hold. Enough!
Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold where stands the usurper's cursed head.
Hail, King of Scotland! Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail,
King of Scotland!
Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. What's more to do, by the grace of grace, who have a form and measure, time and place.